ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते कुरुते गंगा सागर गमनम व्रत परिपालनमथवा दानं ज्ञान विहीना सर्वमतेन मुक्तिं न भजति जन्म सतेन। भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते। As we have been discussing that the mukti, the freedom, the liberation will come only with the help of knowledge, not by any other means. All the value system that you follow, whether going to different pilgrimage places where you are being reminded to look at yourself, as we discussed in details, the purpose of pilgrimage places to remind you, to help you to look at yourself. And even if you do take different type of bow, different type of ostrich, different things you do, where you want to see how your likes and dislikes, your ego, your personality functions, to train or to polish that you do, also very much useful, very much necessary. Or athava danam, you start sharing your sense of security. So whatever you think is the source of your security, you start sharing with others. But remember, all these are definitely useful. Definitely it becomes helpful for your growth. But freedom, the liberation or called mukti is not going to come because you are doing all these things. So sarvamatena, so everybody do talk, scripture do talk, all the teaching highlights that only jnanam, the knowledge will give you freedom, nothing else. Because if you are really bound, or if you are really a papi, then all these things are helpful. And moreover, if you are really bound, who can release you? Try. It is exactly simple logic. When you pretend to sleep, means you are sleeping by yourself. Because when you are sleeping by yourself, it is called pretending to sleep. So when you pretend to sleep, can anybody wake you up? If you are really sleeping, definitely somebody with difficulties or with great difficulties or without any difficulties can make you wake up. But when you pretend to sleep, nobody can wake you up. So here if you observe, if you are really bound, how can one release you? No God, no teacher, no teaching, nobody can release you. Same thing also, if you are really a papi, papi means a sinner. If you are really a papi, who can give you salvation? Impossible. Interestingly, I am not bound. Interestingly, I am not a sinner. But I think, I consider that I am bound, I am a sinner. So that I think, I consider, because of ignorance and of course confusion and many other factors, which are nothing but the product of ignorance. So I come to a conclusion, I say that I am bound. You know, this is a beautiful story related to this, which we have said in many occasions. So there was a young man, after a few years of marriage, being blessed with one child, was fed up with wife and child and everybody. So he started running out to ashram and said, "Oh Master, I want to be a free person." Master said, "Who says not to be a free person? Be. Who says?" No, I want to be a free person, but my wife does not allow me to be a free person. I see. What does he say? No, you cannot be a free person. You have to take care of us. You have to take care of the family, blah, blah. Oh, then what about? A small child also is there. Child also, when I want to be a free person, wants to come to ashram and stay with you. Child also cries, says, Papa, don't leave us. And don't ask about my parents. They are monitoring each and everything of me. Worse than my wife. So when I look at my life is so miserable, I do not know what to do. I feel I am really bound, I am suffocated. I want to be a free person. That's why I have come to you. Will you please make me free? And I am ready to do anything and everything in order to become a free person. And of course, this teacher said, I will help you. You can stay in the ashram, we'll see what can be done. Okay, he continued. Towards evening, when this dusk is about to come, he could hear inside the ashram premises somebody shouting, "Help me, help me." So he thought, what is going on? Try to look around, finally discover the sound is coming from a tree, nearby a tree. And of course he rushed to the place, maybe something has happened. And he discovered this master, this teacher is holding the tree and shouting, "Help me, help me." He said, what's going on here? What sort of help? He thought maybe some snake or something is there. What is there? What sort of help you need? No, actually I want to be a free person. Now this tree is not leaving me, not allowing me to be free person. Please help me, make me free, make me free. Now this person got confused. What is going on here? I thought I am mad, but this place is full of mad people. And this teacher is the ringmaster. Look, I have run away from my family, thinking that my wife and child and parents, everybody. Now I discovered this person is really ringmaster, holding a tree, shouting at what? Look, free me, free me. How is it possible? And he tried to talk like a teacher. Hey, oh master, not even master. What are you doing? Because master, what will go away? Because no respect now. What are you doing? The tree does not bind you. It is you who holding the tree and shouting, "Free me, free me." Have you ever seen that a tree is binding anybody? Never. Suppose you want to be free, just release your hand. You are a basically free person. You are holding to the tree and shouting that you are bound, you are bound. And of course the teacher smiled. And this person was about to say, look, I think all the mad people are there, so better as quick as possible I should leave this place before it becomes evening, dark. Then the teacher smiled and said, thank you. In fact, I did not know how to teach you. I thought of this is the method. the way you taught me that this tree never binds anybody. In fact, you only held the tree and shouting that free me, free me. Now if I ask the same thing to you, tell me who binds you? Does your wife binds you? Does your child or your parents? Tell me a single person who really binds you. It is you who hold everybody and everything, says that I am a bound person. I am getting suffocated. I am tired. You understand what I am trying to say? It is you who shout. It is you who complain. Nobody binds you. Nobody ties you down. That means what? If the bondage is created by me because of my habitual error, is nothing, again, product of my ignorance. That means how can I release myself? By doing pilgrimage or doing bhajan. Please don't misunderstand me. Let us say beautiful example. All of us, we know this example because which will be very useful and helpful. Let us say I am using the specs and reading. Suddenly, as this is the habitual people, they do it, keep this thing. Now, I am looking for my specs. Where is specs? Where is specs? I am the owner. Please understand, this is the most important concept. I am the owner of the specs. Still, I want to be the owner of specs. Now, I am looking for specs. Now, somebody says, look, do pranayama. Stand on your leg, toes. You understand? Now, by this, you will become owner of your specs. Yes, definitely by doing pranayama, maybe your memory will be powerful. You may be able to recollect, hey, specs is on my head. Possible, okay? Somebody says, no, you have to do bhajan, okay? So on specs. Specs, you understand? You have to dance on specs. Somebody says, no, you have to buy specs and distribute specs to others. Each one talks differently. Please understand. Me being the owner of the specs, to become owner, what do I do? I have to know that I am the owner of the specs. Do you understand the point? It is the knowledge, nothing else. All these things are useful. The pranayama very much useful to settle the mind because it's most important aspect. Japam is must, helps to settle your mind. Puja is must to feel that you are secure. There is no unnecessary fear or worries and anxieties. There is always a backup. All these are helpful, useful, and definitely we need them. But that itself is not enough. You need the knowledge. So knowledge makes, please understand, this is the most important aspect in life where everybody goes wrong. Because if I want to be a liberated person, a free person, which is permanent, it has to be the product of knowledge, not a product of any action. And remember, including meditation, meditation is an action. And every action has got its own result. Action being limited in nature, it brings limited result. Yes, through meditation we have seen jnana karma samuchaya, little meditation, little karma put together. If you do it, yes, maximum you will go to heaven or you can go to Swargaloka. Remember, again, that is finite in nature. There is nothing called permanent heaven unless the religious stupid fellows, they highlight to confuse you and to loot you. This is completely religious propaganda that say heaven is permanent. We do talk, not that we do not talk. Because all these are borrowed ideas, is Vedic concept, they have taken it away. Because here we say Satya, that Satya is called, that ephemerical Satyam, truth, not real truth. Like we say, Pravaha Nityatvam. Beautiful, we say, the Ganges flows eternally. We have a saying, okay? The Ganges, that's why Jnana Ganga. The Ganges flow eternally. So what does this eternally means? You think it will flow it was flowing. Hey, in fact, Ganga is being created in time. Same religion says. Same religion highlights that Ganga was created. And of course, if we look at scientifically, what is the guarantee that Ganga will flow eternally the way a glacier is melting? It may not. Who knows? But we do talk that Ganga flows eternally. So what does that eternally means? It is a figurative expression. Remember this. Same thing also in comparison to these human beings or this earth, definitely heaven is permanent in comparison to. You understand? Like when we get a job. Are you in a contract job or a permanent job? Do you understand? Or they will say nowadays new word, open contract. So this is a new terminology they have removed. The old fashioned word permanent they have removed. So now it is called, I have got unending contract, open contract, not limited contract. But earlier days they will say, I have a permanent job. So what does that permanent mean? 20 years of job, that is called permanent. You understand? The word permanent means only 20 years. That's all. Same thing, please understand. You need to have knowledge. Let us read the next verse. Because Suramandi Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate Suramandira Tarut Mula. What is going? Suramandira Tarumula Nivasa Sayya Bhutalamajinam Vasa. I lost my track, okay? Because once mind speeds up, then I don't get the tune, to be very honest. Suramandira, see, not getting. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate Suramandira Tarumula Nivasa Sayya Bhutalamajinam Vasa Sarva Parigraha Bhoga Tyaga Kasya Sukham Nakaroti Viraga Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. Here is viraga, the vairagya is being highlighted, not the possessor. Generally, people always work to be a happy person. In order to be happy, each one does different thing, whatever the person knows. So people think happiness means fulfilling one's own desire. Remember, desire is like a fire. You cannot satisfy fire. The more you feed the fuel to the fire, the more fire becomes strong. So you need fire, please understand. Fire is required. Because why? Because fire gives light, fire gives warmth. But at the same time, you cannot feed the fire all the time. So also desire. We need desire. In fact, as long as the body is there, that long desire will be there. It's a part of life. Mind and desire will be there as long as a person is alive. But one need not feed the desire. One has to manage desire. Managing desire, addressing desire makes you happy, not fulfilling your desire. This is the big line I am making it. Managing, addressing your desire makes you happy, not by fulfilling. Generally, people think, especially common people, children, they think by fulfilling desire, one will become happy. It's not like that. Some people say, no, not necessarily. Actually, suppressing, denying desire also one can become happy. Equally not right. Either fulfilling, suppressing or denying your desire is not make you happy either. To make you happy, you need to, if you want to make yourself happy, you need to manage, you need to address your desire. And this managing and addressing, please understand, happens how? Through the viveka. And when viveka is predominant, with the viveka, when the vairagya comes, you know what is vairagya, don't ask me, okay? So generally, vairagya means people call as a dispassion. It's not dispassion, the one who has grown out of it. The one who is a matured person. The one who has seen the limitations of everything. It is not getting rid of things, getting rid of people. It is growing out of, seeing the limitations. That is called dispassion. Being free from passion means you are not under the clause of your passion. That is called dispassion. So when you are not under the clause, you are not carried away, you are not entangled, you are not pushed and pulled by your passion. That is called dispassion. So here he says carefully that many people do talk different ways. Especially people think that by, please understand, by giving up everything, one can become happy. Yes, by giving up everything, you are called a renunciate, but need not be a happy person. Renunciation has nothing to do with happiness. Remember this. Definitely renunciation helps because less problem. It's exactly like if you observe yourself. Don't eat for few days. If you don't eat for few days, automatically your desire will come down. Time will come, you will not be able to recollect anything. Suppose if you don't eat, only drink water, like many Jain people do it. In fact, they try to end their life in this way. They do a lot of torture and they call that we are, non-violence people. First, the violence starts from within. However, good or bad, that's not my point. Point is here that when you don't drink water for few days, or you drink only water for continuously few days, both way you can look at, you will discover only water, drink. After a few days, one part, in fact, after one day, next day onwards, one part will not function at all. Slowly you will discover your sense organs will not function at all. In fact, time will come, your mind will not be able to think. Impossible, because there is no energy, there is no fuel. But the moment fuels comes in, the moment you start again eating, what happens? All fellows will come back with force, you understand? With full energy, full strength. Like exactly those who decide not to drink or not to smoke. This is a beautiful concept I have seen. What they will say, today I am deciding not to drink. After all, tomorrow I am not going to drink. Let me drink as much as possible today. Because after all, today is the last day. You understand? So the person will drink as much as possible. Over. Now after 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, restless. Then suppose now you will break. Someday or other will break. Again what will do? Like last 4 days I did not drink. Let me also drink properly. As it happens with these habituated people, I would like to say, with habituated people also we all are habituated with our desires. So when we are habituated with our desires, as the habituated or habitual, let us say, those who are drunkard or all these people, those who are habituated, as they handle their desire with reference to that addiction, we all also handle our desire, because after all, it is another habituated addiction. We are so much comfortable with our desires, even though we complain, but deep within we are very happy and comfortable. Long back, nowadays I don't have this statistic. Long back it was there, when new this internet survey was being done. They did one survey with reference to this Bangladeshi woman. And remember, in Bangladesh, Muslim country, not that much educated those days. So they did a survey, online survey. You'll be shocked to know. The survey said on women, 70% of the women said, unless and until we are being beaten up by our husband, at least monthly minimum one time, we don't feel comfortable. We feel that we are unwanted. And remember those days when it was the survey, not ordinary woman, because nowadays everybody has got internet, phone and whatnot. Everybody can be part of this online survey. I'm talking about minimum 10-15 years back. In 10-15 years back, internet was not that much. Very few people could access, means all educated people. This is the voice of educated people. 70% of the women, educated women, said that if we are not being beaten up, at least once in a month, and of course scolding and abuse and whatnot, that's another thing, we don't feel comfortable. What does it mean? I'm not trying to blame anybody or anything. It is a habitual, please understand, it is an habitual practice. So whatever way you are habituated, like pasta, Italian's pasta, because this is another dangerous, Italian pasta, South Indian rice, it's a dangerous thing. Rice and tair, means yogurt. Even in night, even if in cold winter, they will look for, some people they come here in Uttarakhand, that in night look for, Swamiji, tair ka? Do you have curd? So without this tair sadam, that food is not complete. You understand? What does it mean? Same thing also Italians. If pasta, because this is how I handle, after 6 days, the moment they become cranky, so I have to tell, hey, tomorrow there will be pasta. You should see happiness, okay? One day, just I have to tell tomorrow or day after tomorrow there is pasta. So I can buy 2 days happily. Because all are called habituated error. I am just trying to tell you. So whatever problem you have, once you are habituated with it, you are very comfortable. Only once in a while you complain. Remember this much. Why you complain? Not that you are complaining all about it. No. Maybe that problem is too much suffocating. That's all. So you want some relief, not you want solution. This is my truth. I have observed people. When people complain about themselves, to be very honest, nowadays I don't listen much. Yes, true, okay. Because nobody wants solution. You want relief. And moreover, you want Swamiji should endorse what you think. That is the worst part. And poor Swami doesn't have any choice, you can understand? If the Swami endorse bad, does not endorse also bad. What the Swami can do? They know, yeah, true. Swamiji, nowadays you don't listen to me. I get complaint, okay? Swamiji, nowadays you don't listen to me. You don't bother. Yeah, I am preoccupied, I am busy, so that's why I am sorry. Because I have a very good way of handling situation. Openly I am sharing here, okay? I love to say sorry. Because by saying sorry, if somebody is happy, what is wrong in me saying sorry? Let the person be happy. At least one problem less in my life. What I am highlighting here is, you need to look at your desire. You need to manage your desire. Not to entangle more and more. Not to do many things. Not look for a relief in your life. And if you are only looking for relief your life, please waste your time. Don't worry. I will also add some more fuel so that you can postpone so that I can breathe properly for some more time. More of it we will see on Monday. Please close your eyes.